Jack Senpei here. Do you believe in coincidences? Because if you do, I got a lot of coincidences to show you with this Cody Parkey hits the uprights 4 times in an NFL game incident in 2018. So for those that don't know, I'll set the stage. This is November 11th, 2018. That's 11/11/18. That's the 100th anniversary of the signing of the armistice that ended World War One. It's called Armistice Day. And why is that relevant? Well, Cody Parkey was actually playing for the Bears, and he was kicking at Soldier Field because that's where the Bears play. They play at Soldier Field. So there's a little bit of a coincidence there, but man, it's going to get big here. So first we'll start. I'd like you to notice the time here. It's 11:22. That adds up to 33, which that's a significant number, a meaningful number for a lot of people, Freemasons and stuff like that. Interesting to note. So first kick hits the upright. Notice that it's not a far kick; it's an extra point, so it's 33 yards. All extra points are 33 yards now. So that's interesting. Kind of weird to hit the upright on a 33-yard kick. I mean, that should be automatic. Here's his next kick. This looks like it's another 34. This is another extra point, 33 yards. 11:24. Now, 11:24, when written as a date, is an interesting date, but I'm not going to cover that. You can look on Wikipedia for November 24th. A lot of interesting events on November 24th. Anyway, this is also a miss. Notice the shape of the upright. It looks like an I. I is how you write 1 in Roman numerals. Third kick, 41-yard attempt, hits the upright. Look at the time. I forgot to do that. So look at the time. It starts at 11:13. Starts at 11:13 and ends at 11:09, which is 9/11. Well, we all know what happened on 9/11. What a coincidence. This is 3 times he hits the upright and on a 41-yard field goal, 2 33-yarders, and this one's a 34-yard field goal. And again, he hits the upright at 8:45, but notice the clock ticks at 8:46. What happened at 8:46? That's when the 9/11 terror attacks began. So why do I say this is a coincidence with World War One? Because he hit the upright 4 times, and the upright looks like a 1. It looks like an I, and it's at Soldier Field. And Cody Parkey's from Jupiter, Florida. Jupiter's the god of the world. So it's kind of funny. Syncs up a lot with World War One, my opinion. And he's also wearing number 1. So that's a interesting coincidence. And when we're on the topic of World War One coincidences, it's hard to not mention the car that Franz Ferdinand was riding in when he got shot. Franz Ferdinand, for those that probably went to public school, and they didn't teach this in public school, Franz Ferdinand was the guy that got killed, the Archduke that got killed, and it basically kicked off World War One. Now look at that license plate. Look closely. What's that? It's I 118. What's that? Armistice 111118. That's Armistice 11/11/18. Wow, that's a big coincidence. A very big coincidence. It's a hard coincidence to even explain. Now, is this a real picture? We don't know, but it is in the museum. Here's a picture from the museum where it's a little bit more clear. You can see it's I 118 11/11/18. What a big coincidence. Now, to get back to Cody Parkey, here and more coincidences with Cody Parkey. Here's his Instagram, and this is Cody Parkey's Instagram. You can see Cody Parkey, blue check mark. He posted this March 12th, 2015, which is 3 years before his little incident. How did he learn to practice kicking? By kicking at light posts. You can't make this stuff up. Back where it all started, kicking footballs at the JCP light post. Aim small, miss small. Common thing for NFL kickers to aim at light posts. So found that a little strange, don't you think? And no, what's even more strange is when we look at Cody Parkey's interview, because He didn't miss only 4 field goals. He didn't have 4 DOINKS that season. He had 6 DOINKS, one of which was the one that knocked the Bears out of the playoffs. And it was as time expired and it bounced off the upright, knocking them off the playoffs. So that he got a lot of interviews after that. Let's look at his reaction. I have it muted. I'll leave a link to the full interview so you can see it. But look at his face. For a guy that got knocked out of the playoffs, he's smiling. And he looks like he's about to cry, but you can always put fake eye stuff in there to make you look like you're going to cry. Look at that. He's smiling. He's smiling. And this part, you look at his eyes in this next part. Oh, missed it. His eyes right here. He starts blinking. Why is he blinking? Is generally a sign that you're lying. So what's he saying? He's saying you can't make this stuff up. And then he starts giving tells that he's lying by blinking. Can't make it up. I wonder if you can make it up, or maybe you're just aiming for the uprights. Now, this is a Dolphins kicker, also kicking at a light pole from 40 yards away. That's the first kick. That's the second kick. Hits the light pole. And here comes, he misses this next one by like 4 inches probably. But this is from 40 yards away. The guy's hitting a light pole. No problem. Misses that one. And then hits the fourth one. Boom. Hits the light pole. 40 yards away. So when you're trying to tell me that this is a complete accident, that Cody Parkey does this 4 times in one game from 33 yards away, I'm not buying it, especially when it ties into World War I like it did. Just ain't buying it. I'm sorry. I think these guys are a lot better kickers than the NFL gives them credit for. I think he could easily make a 41-yard field goal. I also think he could fairly easily hit a goalpost if they wanted him to hit a goalpost for some reason. And I think there's a pretty good reason, because this was probably some kind of ritual for World War I, considering it was at Soldier Field. And this is just a theory. That's all there is to it. I don't think there are actually magnets in these balls. I really just think these NFL kickers are that good at kicking the football. And that about covers it. If you want to believe this is a coincidence and an NFL kicker hits the upright 3 times on a 30-yard field goals and then once on a 41-yard field goal in the same game, I just don't know what to tell you. I don't think these guys are that bad at kicking that they're going to – I think they're actually good at kicking and that they're doing this on purpose. Thanks for watching.